Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater. Steve here, Aaron is with me.
Good evening.
So tonight, we are playing Crypt, which Aaron has just told me is a roguelike deck-building adventure.
Yeah, so we like the roguelike part, we like the overhead part. Not sure about the card building part.
Yeah, that's gonna get hairy.
Oh, okay, well look at this. We can
choose a coin. I guess I'll choose my only option. What is happening?
is there like any game that isn't improved by replacing, interesting mechanics with actual just card deck building type stuff? Because I can't think of a single game that hasn't been improved that way.
Yeah, replacing real gameplay with cards, it's not a thing I particularly love.
It always seemed like such a weird thing to do to a video game. Like, I understand why you have card games out there because those are card games, but why do you have to make the card game mechanics go into a video game when a video game is designed to not have to be a card game?
Right. Now, there's something to be said for converting board games to video games because you remove some of the burden on teaching rules and bookkeeping.
Right.
But a good card game is pretty streamlined anyway.
Yeah.
And of course, in the case of like Magic the Gathering, you spare yourself the need to find friends in real life to play it with you. So
yeah, and that's pretty hard too.
But that's turning a traditional game into a video game. What you were talking about is turning a video game into a card game, which is just kind of dumb.
Yeah, and this might just be me speaking out of bitterness over the recent Paper Mario game.
Oh man, yeah, that was not a good change. So right off the bat, I'm doing things and things are happening. I don't have a good sense of what's going on. The controls are really awkward.
Yeah, you're just sort of buying things as you go.
I think I'm coming across treasure chests. Am I spending money?
It's kind of hard to say.
It's very obtuse thus far. And yeah, if this turns into a Paper Mario type situation, I will be displeased. So now I've got more options. Heal 4,
right.
Shield 2.
None of those seem to actually hurt this guy.
No, so I can redraw. And this is a heal. Let's redraw again. I don't know if there's any penalty for redrawing.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he got any time to attack you, so...
Right.
I think you're spending money to redraw.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm better off just burning something for the sake of... But I'm spending money to use my cards anyway.
Yeah, but he's not actually doing anything to hurt you or attack you or really do much of anything, as far as I can tell.
No, he's just kind of standing there, threatening to rob me. Did he just hit me? He may have just hit me.
Oh. It doesn't look like he's trying to rob you. He just has a bag, so like, dude, I already got plenty of stuff. I don't need to fight you.
Yeah, he seems pretty well off. His bag was full.
Yeah.
So I think I won some coins. Which, yeah, right off the bat, this appears to have the same issue as Paper Mario, where your only reward for winning fights is
the ability to fight more fights.
More fights, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, it's kind of a screwy mechanic in the long run. It's like
it's demoralizing.
Yeah.
If the combat system isn't fun on its own, and so far this is not, and same goes for Paper Mario. Man,
well, this just says collecting these items from the treasure chest is just so obtuse.
It is. Yeah, so I can see what my options are by pressing one of the labeled buttons. That the trigger to actually send a command. I guess that's not horrible, but there's got to be a way to streamline the menu. It feels like they tried to streamline something that didn't need to be streamlined.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. We made some progress. Got an achievement and everything.
Deity of counting. Yeah. Go achievements. I don't think achievements show up on the stream, but we sure got one.
Yeah, that's why I always like to call them out because people might not realize we're actually doing pretty amazing at these games, getting achievements like all the time.
That's right. Look at all these spoils.
If only we could be happy about them.
Yeah, like I'm already finding these chests to be kind of tedious. They come very frequently, and they're not very rewarding.
Yeah, just give us something. Don't make us choose.
Right. I'm not invested enough yet. I'm sure at some point I will be invested enough to want to choose. Boost speed, hit 2, so that heal. No, I should have done the attack. Steve, you fool. And
So
really
these
just
characters
heal.
we're fighting, so far like we've had like a burglar, we had a rich guy. Now we're just fighting like a violinist. Oh, a minstrel,
Minstrel.
and just killed us.
He did. And the GUI did not make it very apparent that I was getting hit versus doing damage. Well, that was a nice 5-minute run.
All right, well, next time. Oh, I guess we have to dedicate a little bit more time to this, don't we?
Yeah.
So this is what we get for all this. We could try to buy into the character.
I guess I can spend my money on unlocks. So that's kind of cool. I like when roguelikes let you do permanent upgrades.
Right.
And looks like every time I make some progress, I'll get new things appearing in the world. So that's nice. That adds replayability.
And it's nice that they're letting you dedicate your funds towards things, even if you can't buy it all at once.
Yes. Yeah.
Or at least that's what we're hoping you're to do.
Okay, some kind of lady pirate. Or pirate lady, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a lady. Just has a little bit longer hair.
That's true.
Pirates can have long hair.
Jumping to conclusions. They don't always have good barbers on the sea.
I mean, sometimes when you're on the sea, the last thing you want to do is cut your hair because you might lose an ear. The rough rat patch of, waves.
It's true. It's very dangerous to do anything in the sea.
Oh, nice. Look at that. I don't know how that happened, why that happened, but that was nice.
That was great. They just happened to allow me to do that, basically. And he drops a coin. Maybe that's good. I don't know. But why are they coins instead of cards? It feels kind of dishonest.
Yeah, I don't get where the money is coming into this. Like, you have, I guess, 20 coins right now, but you also have 160 something. Or something costs 160.
Right. Maybe that's... So I want to see what happens on this timer. Is that when she gets a chance to attack? So she's burning a coin. Okay, so that's...
Oh, okay. So she has her timer, we have our timer.
See, I don't want to spend all my attacks. Yeah, we'll heal 4. So there is some level of strategy that maybe wasn't apparent immediately.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. We complain usually when we go into a game with like these long, tedious tutorials, but this game just throws you in there without any explanation whatsoever. When it might have benefited a little bit from having that.
Yeah, right. The one game we played that's not really directly like a genre. It's not very clear what we're doing from the get-go, just based on experience with other games.
Yeah, because I mean, this is sort of a card game. It's sort of RPG, sort of roguelike. So
right,
there's a lot of things at once, and it's hard to follow what we're doing sometimes.
Yeah, so a small bit of explanation would have been appreciated. As painful as it is for me to say that. So this should kill him, which means I wasted my shield. No, I didn't waste my shield. My shield took care of his damage.
So I wonder what our ultimate goal is. Like, I guess we're just exploring this area, but I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, we're just going around. What else is worth pointing out? First impressions.
Well, you got some kind of map over there for $50.
Ooh, a shop. All right.
Ooh, a shop. But you don't have enough money for anything.
No. Well,
Okay.
I might have 235 if that's really my spending money. More loot.
True.
I guess we'll find out soon. 2 HP per level.
Grip glove.
Alright, well, let's just get the map. Bumper. Choose coins to spend. Oh my. I have to How do we know how much they're worth? $20?
Oh, so maybe 26 coins is what you have available to spend.
Yeah.
235 is what you have worth of cards.
Yeah. Okay, so this seems to be just money.
Oh, you just got rid of your shiny Charizard card.
They're only worth it if you can sell them.
Right.
I had 10. Alright, well, that was probably a bad one to sell, but I'm gonna sell it anyway. And I still don't have my map.
Yeah, you were like
Alright.
almost at the point where you're going to sell that stuff, but...
I must have pressed a wrong button at some point.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, so one more thing.
one more thing. We'll do this instead of the other one. So LB buy. Okay.
Oh, you got a map.
I
What does
got
it do
a map.
again?
It's magic.
Okay, we can actually see our mini map down there now.
Well, we had the mini map before.
Oh.
So I'm not seeing the advantage of having that map there. So maybe if they're attacking, they'll drop the coin that they were going to attack with if I kill them fast enough?
Could be. Could be a lot of things.
Yeah. It's not very clear.
This game definitely wants to be in the same vein as Minecraft, though.
Yeah.
Definitely leaning pretty heavily on that whole block shape of everything.
Yeah, which I am willing to say I find quite irritating. That's not the graphical style I care for, and I don't know why they'd want to emulate it unless it's a trick.
I mean, the only game where it makes sense to even have that kind of graphical style is the game from which it originates.
Yeah, right, because it's all about blocks and pushing blocks around, and blocky block, block, block.
Whereas this doesn't even have the distinction of being a Lego game.
Indeed, and you know, they could have had like coin themed, make everything super round and shiny.
Right.
They weren't committed to take that coin. Give me that coin, sir.
And we will do something with it. We don't know because you're not really clear on the game yet, but
The important thing is that it is now mine. Hey, we made it through another stage.
that's what we call some serious progress.
Skill and guile.
Oh, zombies now.
Alright, so my next coin will be instant. Is there a heal? I need a heal. Or I just need to kill my enemies incredibly quickly.
Yeah, you get like a health upgrade too.
Yeah. So that map must have given me that arrow. I've got an arrow on the map screen now.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'll have to check that out after the battle.
Oh, why did I do that? That was a terrible thing to do.
Oh no, you're almost dead.
Yeah. By my own hand.
I can see now where that item that would heal you 2 per screen would be very useful.
Yes.
This guy looks like he was extra big, so he's probably gonna be hard.
Yeah, he's probably a boss, which means I need a heal item fast. And I did not get a heal item fast.
You were killed by a magician. I thought he was like a rich guy.
Maybe he's a very successful magician.
You can be a monkey now.
Always uses every coin. But casts slow. Okay.
That does sound like something a monkey would do.
Mucking around with the casting speed. Is that Aaron from Game Grumps?
It kind of looks like it.
How did they get across the copyright minefield?
I don't know, maybe they participated with the Game Grumps and got, one of their guys in there.
Maybe so. Maybe they were just hoping that they would get the Game Grumps to play their game.
Well, seeing as I never heard of this, I can pretty safely say they never did.
So that kind of takes all the decisions and strategies out of the game. I'm just, as the monkey, I will be hitting everyone as hard as I can with everything I've got every round.
Right. Just get your money until you got your money. Get some nice stuff with it.
It's funny, they still make me pick.
Right.
And I can actually see it blowing up in my face with some of the cards, like the ones that hurt me.
So the way it's working is like it takes longer for you to see what items you have then.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how that's a pretty significant downside.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a wash, or maybe there's some slight gain overall because you are casting a lot at once.
Right.
Without knowing the numbers, you don't know what the DPS actually is.
Yeah. The upside would just be to make sure, or to make up for it, but you just find some way of keeping yourself healed a lot.
Yes.
So if you can find like that shop again where they're selling the items, maybe get one that's good for your health.
Right. So this is where things get dangerous. I've got self-hurting items.
Like that. Or maybe that was him who hurt you. I don't know, it's hard to follow.
It's really hard to follow. It's not clear who's doing damage to who when, aside from knowing that you shot the card.
Yeah.
So, heals are good. Shields become kind of useless.
Got one of the burglars again. Trying to burglarize you.
Let's unlock some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he stole a thing.
That sneaky bastard.
Well, I hope I unlock something good.
Yeah. Or, anything really.
Yeah. Or maybe I wasn't even supposed to use that card in battle.
Yeah, I know. Is there like a way to not use it in battle though?
Oh, maybe if
Learn
I
from
walked
my
up
mistakes.
to these keyholes before the battle.
Oh, you know what? And you didn't learn from his mistake either.
Oh, is that old me? I don't know. Yeah, he clearly used the monkey and threw his key at an enemy.
It's always fun in roguelikes when you can run into your previous incarnation.
Yeah, for sure. Zombie, you did a good job with that.
Yeah, that was also in, what was it we were playing recently? Oh, 20XDX.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because, if you encounter your previous bodies, you could get a power-up that you to get in the last run.
Oh, this is going to hurt me. 4 damage to myself. Let's redraw that. Yeah, Zombie you, when you die, the dead you becomes a zombie.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
And if you want your stuff back, you have to kill it.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a cool mechanic. Zombie you. You can always tell we love a game when we're talking about other games. Let's see if there's anything good here.
That was a game I was really fascinated with when the Wii U came out, but I just never got around to playing it.
The thing is, it's such a good survival horror game. It's like the most pure and successful survival horror game that I've played, but it was because it was so good at being what it wanted to be, I was too stressed out playing it to ever finish it.
I can see where that'd be a problem.
Right.
It's one of those games where sometimes, maybe a little bit easier would
right.
go ways for making it more playable.
Yeah, but then it's not a good survival horror game anymore. It's quite a conundrum.
So I imagine these are the items that we don't get to carry with us after we beat a level.
Yeah. And I'm reluctant to buy one because I just don't want to go through the menu to sell coins.
Right.
Although, one beat faster. Where are the beats?
Maybe it's like you see down in the corner where you have the thing going bop, bop, bop. That's probably your beat there.
Oh, I bet you're right. Man, so they stole the mechanic from Crypt of the Necrodancer and then didn't even do anything good with it. Assuming that one came out first.
When did this game come out? This game is from 2013.
So that might actually be before Crypt of the Necrodancer, so it's forgiven for doing the same thing worse.
Now this is probably a lady wizard.
I don't know, man. After that pirate, I'm doubting everything.
It's true. I mean, you get a slight chest shadow, but it's not enough to be okay, that's obviously lady parts there, so
right.
It's hard to say.
It could just be a billowing robe.
Yeah, it could be.
Man, I am enjoying this game so much less as the monkey. It's because I'm not doing anything meaningful strategically.
The enemy ran out of coins. That's kind of odd.
So do I die when I run out of coins? Is that a thing?
I don't know, but you're not actually earning anything. Your amount that you actually have is pretty low.
I'm out of coins.
Yeah.
Those are my last 2. Alright, so let's not do the monkey ever again. What a terrible, terrible class to unlock.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I'd rather unlock the ghost.
Because that means that we accomplished nothing after all that.
Right.
Well, I guess we got to slightly earn some stuff thrown there at that, but yeah. Alright, so how do you choose your character? I guess automatically made you the monkey last time.
Yeah, so how do I fix that? There we go.
Oh, okay, so these are the different ones you can unlock.
These are expansion contents.
Oh, so I don't think that's Aaron.
No, there's a guy on the unlock screen that looked like it.
No, I think it's that girl, though. That was the one that was in the unlock screen.
No, I can't go back. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Because she has the Aaron bangs. Which is really confusing for me to say that because my name is Aaron, so...
I think he's spelled different than you are, though.
Oh, he is. It's Arin.
Which is completely invalid. That's
Oh, absolutely.
not even...
Biblical?
I could double shield. Or I can hurt myself. Let's do that. I'm hurting myself in real life by playing this game.
Don't worry, you're hurting a lot of people this way. Open your bag to unlock. Oh, okay. Yay, we unlocked items.
Yeah.
How exciting.
There's so many decisions that I'm just not invested in all the time. I just want to murder enemies.
And even in murdering your enemies is not fun.
You're right. So yeah, people complaining about the new Paper Mario game, Sticker Star and Color Splash. Well, here's a guy who took that, thought it was a good game, and made it worse. Just for you.
Well, to be fair, this game preceded that by a little bit, but yeah, more or less.
Did it beat Sticker Star, Market?
Oh, Sticker Star? Well, Sticker Star, I didn't really play that one, but I don't think it wasn't card mechanics. So it was stickers, so it's basically the same concept, just
right.
Stickers.
Stickers.
Which was 2012, so yeah, it was a year before this game.
But I bet that kind of overlap in development times. Probably not a direct influence.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what's down this way.
Oh, look at this. We did something new.
Ooh,
Underground.
a whole new world.
Ooh, it's a spooky ghost.
Ooh.
And now he's dead.
Good day to you, ghost. And he drops
You ever wonder what the world would be like if all of our problems could be solved by everyone having to solve all their conflicts with cards? Like, you know, people are going to war and people are being armed with cards and mass battalions.
Well, I think
And
cards
going
would
to
be,
fight other people with more cards.
I think cards would be a lot sharper in that kind of world.
I mean, it's just kind of a concept that's interesting when you like games like this where, or you know, like stuff like
Right.
Yu-Gi-Oh, everything's being solved with cards. When it's like, why is it being solved with cards? That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Or I'm going to shield me from this stupid card. Yeah, or Pokemon battles, or why are there
At least Pokemon battles make sense. You actually have like physical creatures fighting each other, unless it's a card game version of Pokemon. But
yeah, I mean there it's still training things to fight for you. And there's actual fighting.
yeah.
2 to 6. I don't want to.
But now you just imagine our own, you know, words from history. Only everything has to be done with card games.
Right. So George Washington is challenging. Oh man, I'm blanking on British generals. So I know how this one, but he was not very important.
King George.
Yeah, King George. Yeah, he sent Ben Franklin with a deck of cards. Franklin slammed it down in front of the throne and said, "Go fish."
Yeah. And then, you know, you had like awkward situations where, like, you know, the Roman Empire, they send their legionnaires
just killed
with their
myself.
card games. Oh, no.
I didn't kill myself. I killed him fast enough.
Oh, sweet.
All right. I'm sorry. We were talking about ancient Roman cards.
They send their legionnaires off to, you know, ancient Britain. And unfortunately, the Britons haven't invented card games yet. And they just come out like idiots wielding spears and such. And, you know, how awkward is that going to be?
Very uncivilized. I mean, I understand why the Romans would not want to put up with British independence at the time.
No, not at all. I mean, not when. Whoa,
I don't
this guy needs to
understand
stop killing himself.
anything that's happening right now.
Yeah, I know. Ghosts are screwy.
I took his cards away.
Yeah, but I guess if he runs out of coins, you'd actually get to keep his coins.
Right, but that still caused me to win. So,
Yeah.
It was a great strategy and a wonderful victory.
This is going to be a tough one. He has 16 health. Whenever you see him with the
16.
Giants, that means they're going to have a lot of health.
Alright, I'll start to regenerate on myself.
Nice. That's a good thing to have on there.
Double shield, that'll keep me afloat.
Double shield across the sky.
And I'm so confused, like, what are all these hearts on my screen?
I think it's helping you regenerate, maybe? I don't know.
It must be cooldowns on my various...
Well, I imagine the blue one is making your health go up. The purple ones are probably making your health go down.
Oh, am I poisoned, maybe?
Could be.
Yeah, I'm poisoned.
Yeah, so if you run into one of those heal status ones, you could use that to prevent that from happening again.
Oh, I do have a seal status one.
Yeah, so now you just have the regen.
Okay, well, I won by attrition.
The best way to win.
Let's get some free coins from enemies. It's a computer.
Yeah, so slowly but surely we were actually trying to figure out how this game works.
It's not super obtuse. Kind of like put coins.
Yeah, what does doing the computer do? You had to spend $140 to get in there, so you have enough, but you won't have any things left afterwards.
I'm not quite curious enough to throw this whole run. This is my best run so far.
Yeah, I mean, we're like in a secret dungeon.
Ooh.
And, oh, it's a new character. He has a sombrero on.
Take his coin.
More of a wizard hat, I guess, really. But with little sparkly
Wizards.
ornaments on it.
Why did I do that? That was a terrible idea. Why is it?
This is happening a little bit too
What
often now.
happens?
That's running out of coins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was like giving me coins. Was he a friendly wizard?
Maybe. I mean, maybe there's guys out there who like
Okay.
aren't interested in. This is probably maybe a girl this time.
Could be.
Girl with a lot of health. We need to get more health.
Stole all my coins. Bill is back. Yeah, how do I increase my health meter? There's gotta be a coin for that.
I don't know, but you're running out of stars. Or you're gonna run out of cards, and
Ooh, that's bad
you're gonna
news.
be in a bad situation.
I'll take her coins. She just took
Looks
my
like anything
coins.
you're not using is being
Okay.
taken away from you.
If the poison kills her, I'm set. I can just hang out.
Right. And you have something to heal yourself until that happens.
Right. Well, if I heal myself, I die. Ironically.
Looks like you get everything back, I think.
I got a bunch of them back. Maybe not all. That was certainly an expensive fight.
Yeah, this is getting really hard now.
24 health. Man, I do not have the stock for that.
Yeah, but he only has 5 coins.
So I should shield. And what can I do?
Still coins again.
Yeah, steal 2 coins. That's actually better to mill him than to put a regenerate on. I should be able to attrition this fight.
Yeah, though you are poisoned yourself, so.
Right. Yeah, it's better to mill him than to actually try to win by damage.
Right. What an awful way to play the game, though.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, there's a level of strategy there, though, so I guess you don't give it that.
Yeah, it's not non-zero strategy by any means. I could run away, it looks like.
Right.
He's gonna poison me and then I'll win.
Yeah. Poor enemy.
So I guess if I kill him, I must get whatever coins he have left, maybe?
Probably. There has to be some benefit to actually killing him properly.
I'm gonna poison the crap out of this old lady.
He doesn't deserve that. He deserves so much better.
Teach her to mess with me.
Slowly dying. He's gonna run out of coins before he dies, though.
Yep. Well,
I think
all
the
I
thing
have
is,
are
though,
dirty tricks.
is that you're running low on coins yourself. So I think if you keep doing this, you're gonna eventually run out of coins because you're not going to have anything to spend on your enemies.
Yes, that's a problem. What's this? She's not dead.
Yeah, I know. Why don't she get done with going with the dead in already?
Regenerate on again. Yeah, I definitely have to get more coins. Heal 6, block healing, get 2, what? Block who's healing? Her healing? Enemy healing? Hit 3, get 2 of this coin.
There you go, that'll help you out.
Yeah, that's good news.
What's that 2 double coin up there on the top?
W's next coin.
Oh, I don't think we want to do that.
Versus copy last use coin. I like that, that sounds fun. Steal 2, that's good. Excuse me. Steal.
Well, when you know, we're actually starting to strategize now.
We are. Now that we've experienced the perils of the game a little bit more. Now can I use
and
that
done away with all that monkey business from before.
Yeah, that monkey was bad news. Hmm?
Oh, we're back up here again.
I do kind of like how... Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We got 11 coins again. We are back in business.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
You want to get yourself healed again, though.
Oh, I died.
Oh, no.
Too slow.
We were doing so amazing, too.
Yeah, I do like how the map was so fluid and I guess non-linear is a good word.
Look how much we have. We can unlock more than one character.
More loots and stacks, but ooh, drops coins. That's horrible. I get it.
You want to go and finish getting maybe Aaron?
May as well. Double uses
It's a
every
witch.
coin.
I told you, other girl.
Yeah, you did. You sure did. These all have horrible drawbacks.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I think... Have we, gone far enough to reach a conclusion?
Yeah, I think we played enough, and we actually got to the point where we got comfortable enough to understand how the game works, and actually got sort of excited about it. So I think it's a good place to make our judgment from.
Wouldn't want to get too chummy with the game before we...
Oh God, no! Then we have to start calling this show Game Love.
Right. Yeah, so I'll admit, it was starting to grow on me as I understood more what kind of strategies I can use.
Right.
You know, winning by attrition, you know, depleting their coins, that kind of thing. But I don't know, it was still irritating me, constantly making these tiny decisions and all these chests. Just throw some cards at me. But then, I don't know, because it wants to be a deck building game, and I think it would be a little cheapened if you didn't have that element. It would be working with what you have versus trying to make an optimal collection of coins.
Right.
So
I think the problem is they just needed to have like a few quality of life improvements. Like, personally, I can't really conceive of what they would look like, but it just needed to have something that simplified things.
Yeah.
So it could still have complexity, but the complexity be sort of optional.
Right. A better interface would go a long way with this game. Like a lot of the timers, you know, it's not clear when I'm about to get hit and all that. It kind of does the active time battle that you see in some turn-based RPGs like Chrono Trigger is probably the most notable one that had it. And so it kind of does that, but it's really unclear whose timer is of what state and all that. Like, there's some time between enemy turns, and there's casting times for each coin. It's just very hard to keep track of how much danger I'm in at any given moment.
Especially since there's like 3 ways where you can lose a battle. You get your most obvious one, which is health. Slightly less obvious as your coins, and then you have your cards. If you run out of those, you're doomed.
Right.
So, I don't know. It could be we lost a lot of times where, you know, we thought we were doing good, and then bam, we're dead.
Yeah. Either ran out of coins or I think there was one point where I screwed up and used a coin that caused damage to me. And there were times where we just got smacked in the face, and it wasn't clear that I was about to get smacked in the face. or
And then
when.
other times, the same problem would actually, affect the enemies themselves. Like they would just suddenly run out of coins. Like the
Yeah,
game would assign them this huge amount of our, health, but very little in coins. So
right.
it seemed almost unbalanced. Like, I wouldn't expect that to actually be intentional. If you're going to make a hard enemy, you don't make someone who's going to, automatically kill themselves within 5 turns just from running out of money.
Yeah, there was a lot of winning by attrition, and that was unfortunate. Especially against bosses, too, or what seemed to be bosses. I agree.
Like, enemies or whatever they were.
Yeah. Like, there was that time I saw a guy with a huge amount of health, and I said, screw it, I'll just wait him out.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily a strategy you want to have in a game because just waiting for the enemy to die is not that fun. It's not something you would really want to have in your game.
No, not at all. I was trying to think if there's anything else useful to say about this one. Didn't care for the graphics, but that's personal preference. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, they're serviceable. You can see what's going on. Not much interference, from not being able to tell what's what. So it works.
Yeah, and then there's the more fundamental issue, the same problem that many people complain about with Paper Mario Sticker Star and Color Splash. As we mentioned, you're collecting battle items that are these finite one-use items that you will deplete, and so what's the benefit of even engaging in combat? What am I getting out of it?
Yeah, just a fundamental issue with the entire genre rather than just the specific game.
Right, and Nintendo took 2 cracks at it, they couldn't figure it out.
Right. Yeah, so that's really all I can say about this game. I didn't think it was a bad game by any means. It was an okay game. I think if you put the time in there, you might actually enjoy it. Looks like a lot of people on Steam have given it good reviews from enjoying it. So if this is the kind of game you think you would like with the collecting and the battles, it could be pretty fun. But it does look like it's very tedious, and the actual rewards for being a roguelike game seem pretty minimal just because these characters we're unlocking didn't seem that good so far.
No, they all seem worse than the default character.
Which I think they're doing that for like balance reasons, but this doesn't look like a game where you're actually going to be playing it multiplayer, as far as I can tell. So why have balance like that in there? Right.
Yeah. The drawbacks in many cases, I think, outweigh the benefit. So yeah, I think this is like you said. There are people this will appeal to. I think it's very much a niche title, and if you like what you saw, I certainly won't make fun of you for playing it. But it certainly wasn't for me. I don't like deck building card games in general. So maybe I'm a bad guy to review this one. Like I play and enjoy Magic the Gathering. I have in the past. I never cared for draft format. The other formats I enjoy, but that's when you have time where like deck building is the game, and the actual competition aspect is seeing how well your deck building worked. You didn't really have that in this game. It's more comparable to a game like Dominion, where you're constantly adding to and playing with the contents of your deck. And again, that's not a game I enjoy. I guess I don't have much breadth of experience with the genre.
Nor do I.
But I never really cared to get into it, I guess. So that said, I'm going to give it one very, very biased middle finger.
Yeah, and I'm going to give it an indifferent shrug and turn of the head.
Very good. So that was Gamehater playing Crypt. As usual, if you've got games you'd like to see us hate or games you want to prove us wrong with, so let us know. We're happy to take suggestions. Thanks for watching, and we hate this game, and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.